summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run now for Nwangu. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try and run the option left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. He'll drop to throw. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now left side on the swing pass. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Set back at the 38. Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll drop to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. On 1st down, they'll start out with Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll go right back to Evans here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Fields. And a catch right side by Evans. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap, Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll set up a screen for Nwangu. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Vikings. David Njoku, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Vikingsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And he stopped immediately there. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
The Bears at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution. Their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run by Evans. And some room to maneuver. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Evans running behind center.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Allen.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And they'll run for it with Evans. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Evans not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney from 6 yards away. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And Vereen, sure-handed as he is, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Here's Matt Araiza now. Taken in at the 22. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they've climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not. this is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes, right side. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here's Fields. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up second and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
They're going to look to throw. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick-6.
And the thing about it is, once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, but there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On the counter, it's Evans. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fields. Right side, Claypool's got it. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, first and 10.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. Let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control the ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as he leaped down, began his round, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Now Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll drop to throw.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Lavonte David.
And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And they'll go right back to Evans. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fields.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Handoff right side to Wangu.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's, oh no, he lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, a run with Evans. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Back to throw. Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try the left side with Evans. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not...